When the kids are counting sheep, when the kids go to sleep, dreams and memories, when the kids go to sleep.
Hi, everyone. Okay, stop. Seriously, stop.
Mommy Tart needs extra kisses today. She's in a bad mood.
Hey, I'm not in exactly a bad mood. I'm in a lesser of a good mood.
Gee, I like that you don't wear too much makeup, so I can really like smooch on you, and I don't like get a lot of crap on my face.
Are you serious or are you joking?
No, I'm serious.
Because I was looking in the mirror today thinking, oh, I put too much makeup on.
You're like caked it on today. But even still, it's not too much. Like, come here. Yeah, your cheeks are warm. My nose is cold for some reason this morning. It's because
Maybe because you're wearing shorts and flip-flops.
I wore my flippy floppies today. And Mommy Tart has a scarf and a sweater on.
It was so cold today. It was so hot over the weekend, and then Monday came, and it was like, bleh.
And today it's a Monday, which means
Bleh.
it's time for the podcast. Welcome to WTKGTS, when the kids go to school, escuela.
From Maker Studio.
In Los Angeles. I almost said in New York City. We were just in New York City.
No, we are not in New York City. Thank you for not being in New York City.
That place is quite the spectacle, New York City.
Yes, we just got back from New York City. Not just, but recently we went to be on the
days ago.
Anderson Cooper Show.
What an exciting opportunity. They emailed us. We started getting these emails about being on the Anderson Cooper Show, and we're like, yeah, that would be a great opportunity. That would be fun. That would be sweet. So
It was exciting.
It was last minute. We got, by the time the first email we got till the time we're on the show was probably like a week or less than a week.
Yeah. And
Real
we still
fast.
hadn't heard that it was officially confirmed until like the day before. So
Right.
it was like, rush. Ah!
We had to book the tickets the night before, fly out there. Yeah, it was last minute. I was in Florida. I didn't have my tickets because I was, visiting Charles. I went out there to visit my buddy Charles, who had successful brain surgery.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen
So glad
the
it went
scar?
well.
Did you see how he cut his hair?
I didn't
He
see it.
cut his hair. It's like in a mohawk and has like all this crazy stuff on the
I'm
sides
excited.
of
I'm
his
gonna go
head.
watch.
And he has this giant scar with staples along his head. It's probably like 6 inches long
Yeah.
or something. And it's hilarious. You should show the picture, Denise. Vlogs.
Vlogs.
Vliggity vlogs. Anyways, so yeah, we had a crazy week. We skipped last week's podcast because, like I said, I was
We're
in
New
Florida.
York. Shay was in Florida.
Here's my flight path. If you pull up a map of, I always loved that in movies, like on Indiana Jones, where it'd show the airplane,
would show them.
the dotted and now we're traveling to India, and now here. So I flew from Los Angeles to Sarasota, Florida, from Sarasota, Florida to New York to be on the Anderson Cooper Show with them. Then back to Florida for Charles to have his surgery. And then he had his surgery. And then I flew back to New York to shoot a video with Charles Barkley for promoting his Weight Watchers, his weight loss and stuff like that. So it was crazy week of events.
And then
flew back to Los Angeles.
we went,
Red dots, yeah. Wait, yeah.
something like that. That was our flying noises, just so y'all know.
Yeah. And I have this new tradition that I'm going to start doing. I'm leaving quarters in all airplane bathroom ashtrays because it's so crazy. Every airplane you go on, it's like, no smoking. And then there's an ashtray right there.
I know, it's so weird.
So I always look in the ashtrays like, well, what's going on in these unused ashtrays? Maybe there's like a secret society of people that live in these ashtrays because no one's using them. There's these huge no smoking signs, but then there's these ashtrays, so they're unutilized.
That really doesn't make sense. I guess I haven't thought of that.
So I started this secret society of quarter dwellers. So every time you
Quarter
get
ashtray
on quarter
dwellers.
ashtray dwellers, and I think what I want to start doing is like painting. Like you guys should participate as well. I think we should start getting quarters and like painting them and putting like names on them. And then when you go on an airplane, get that quarter and put it in, the ashtray thing. And then maybe what we could do is like start switching them. So like maybe you write one and his name's Joe, the quarter, right? And you have a little face on him. So when you go on a flight, you take Joe the quarter and, you go on your airplane and you get up to go to the bathroom and you put it in the ashtray. And then you sit down and you snicker to yourself. There's a little quarter
I just put Joe in the ashtray.
I just put Joe in the ashtray, and then Joe is in there. So then maybe there's a Sally. Maybe you find a little quarter. Maybe
But do they open it and clean it out every time? I wonder.
I know they don't clean it out.
That could cause a problem.
Anyways, so I just thought it'd be fun if every time I got an airplane, if I put a little quarter with a little name on it.
Well, we
in
might
the
as well
ashtray.
try it.
So let's start doing it, everybody.
Let's try
so
it.
when we go, for instance, when's the next time we fly? Well, let's look at the whiteboard.
Playlist live. We're going to Florida
Live.
again.
We are flying back to Florida, so
Well,
that'll.
Shay's flying back. I haven't flown there for a while.
Oh, to
since
Florida.
last
You
year.
didn't since last year.
Oh, no, not last year. Since their wedding.
Since Charles and Allie's wedding. Yeah. So on March 23rd to the 25th, the Shaytards and all of our accoutrements, Casey and Kaylee and Carly and all the kids, everybody, the whole freaking crew is going to
And
be
Nanny.
at
Maybe
Playlist
two.
Live. Cassim's going to be there. It's gonna be fun. A lot of the crew from Maker
Yeah.
Studios.
The moms are going.
The mom's view.
The mom's view.
All the moms view. So if you guys are in Florida, anywhere in Florida, you can come see us at Playlist Live, March 23rd to the 25th. And if you go to their website, playlistlive.com, I think is the website. Put the website below, Denise. There's a code you can put in Shay, and you can save $5 whole
On your ticket.
a whole Abraham Lincoln. And you can
That
save $5 on your ticket. So if you want to come visit us.
Abraham Lincoln, is he on a $5 bill?
Yeah. You're supposed to go. That's for
I
not knowing
I
the
closed
history.
my eyes instead.
I learned a lot about Abraham Lincoln actually on my flights. I got 2 of those Time magazines that were like the last 100 years of our history.
Yeah.
And I was reading all about Abraham Lincoln and how, and
good.
Abraham Lincoln became president because he was a really good marketer. He used the picture as a tool to make himself popular.
The picture.
Yeah, and
like his picture?
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln was airbrushing himself before any supermodels ever even thought about it.
Really?
Yeah, and he was putting these pictures of himself out there. Like he got this picture taken of him looking all noble looking and sending it out, and everybody's like, "Oh, this guy looks great." And that was a lot of his, strategy towards becoming president. And of course, he was a
That's
great president and
interesting.
did a lot for this country. But in order to become president, he used some strategies that were like revolutionary at the time.
That's cool.
Right? So go Honest Abe. And then we got...
He should start a YouTube account.
Oh, mommy tired.
He should.
You're so funny. I love you.
I would. I did.
So anyways, Playlist Live, come visit us. Come see us.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun and awesome and warm. If you're in a cold area, you should buy tickets and just come so you can be in the warm weather. It's very
Yeah.
humid there, though.
So, yeah, Playlist Live's going to be crazy. Last year was...
You know why I'm excited? I'm excited, guys.
Why you cited?
I'm really excited to go to Playlist Live. I'm really excited this year because I feel like, I've had a couple mental breakdowns lately. My life is crazy.
This morning she had one.
I did have
and then
one.
I'm there stuck there like,
Like,
it's
what do you want me? I
okay.
don't know.
It's okay. Are you done having your breakdown
I'm
yet?
fine.
It's
It
okay.
started-
It's okay.
It started with just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Anyways, Shay, are you listening?
Tell us
I'm
about it.
excited to go because I feel like it will really be one of those wonderful moments where I can say thank you to people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel overwhelmed sometimes. Like I want to talk to everybody that comments and answer all the questions, and I can't possibly get to everyone. But it's a good feeling to be able to go and meet people in person and be like, oh, I love you. So if you come to Playlist Live, you might get a hug from me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch
If you even
me.
come near me at Playlist Live, I'll bite you.
It's true. He's really scary. He's like a
last
piranha.
year at Playlist Live, I felt bad because there was a line like
I know.
that was 4
they
hours
had to cut the
long.
line off
so.
because we were taking too long.
But I think we'll try to make it happen. The kids might not be there the whole time because they get tired, and we kind
I
of
get really tired.
we kind of get nervous because there's some people who are weirdos. Who it's like, okay, leave our kids alone now. So they're there, and they're there for usually a couple hours.
They were there for
This year, Suntard
like,
and Princess Tard will probably be there
a
for
while,
a lot longer
yeah.
because they actually really like it, and
Mhm.
Suntard will sign autographs till his arm falls off. I bet
He
if
will.
we let him.
but it takes him a long time.
Yeah, because he's like, and he like tries to do it all nice.
Oh.
Princess Tard too, and then she likes to draw like different flowers every time.
Like, yeah. It's cute though.
Is it so weird that we're going to a place where our children will be signing autographs.
It is weird. And they sign it like Suntards. He'll sign it, and then he does like the D with the little squiggly line at the end.
And then
It's
he like that's his like
so
last. He
adorable.
like has this like long thing that he does.
Yeah, they like it,
They do. They love it.
and they like
Yeah.
you. That's why. So we're gonna go to.
They
Playlist
like
Live.
you.
I'm
right.
always nervous because I don't want to always bring them because it is really stressful having all the kids there and making sure that they're all contained and that they're not
They're
all
gonna have
running off.
security though and stuff.
But I think it's really good for them to go and be a part of.
Yeah. So speaking of things that are coming up before Playlist Live, like a couple days before, what if I can't go to Playlist Live because my legs fell off?
Shay,
They could fall
you
off.
will get 3 days to
Haven't you?
rest.
I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's called hypercana marathoniopolopolis. When
Well,
your legs fall off.
they have
Look it up. It's a
wheelchairs.
true thing. I'm running the Los Angeles Marathon 1 week from today. March
from yesterday.
from yesterday. March 18th. This coming
It's
Sunday.
the 18th.
I will be running 26.2 miles, because if the first 26 don't kill you, the last 0.2 will. Yeah.
Yeah.
26.2 minutes. It's a marathon of your life. It's a marathon of your life. You gotta make a change if you want to run the marathon of your life.
I think I'm done.
You done?
Yes.
Anyways, the Los Angeles Marathon is coming up.
Are you going to run the Toronto one too?
I'll run you put any marathon in front of me and I'll
Remember
run
when
it.
you said you want to run 4 this year?
Did I say that?
Do you still want to do that?
No, I am gonna do. I think it's not it's actually the. I don't think it's the Toronto one. It's Alberta.
Oh, I thought it
Or
was Toronto.
hey, Patrish, what's that marathon I'm running? That's in Canada.
The Toronto Marathon?
Oh,
It's Toronto.
I was right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Toronto Marathon. It's a really long one, too.
They're all
It's really long.
They're all the same.
Like,
What?
longer than the LA Marathon.
They're-
A lot longer. That's what Amanda told me.
Their marathons are the same, Allie. They're all the same distance.
Was asking me if you guys wanted to do the half or the full, and I had
The
to
full.
ask you 3 times.
The full.
Yeah, and I had to tell her 3 times the full one. She asked me 3 times. Are you sure? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. The
That's
26.2. Yeah. No, it's not longer. It's the same. The LA Marathon.
The impression she gave me was that it was longer because I told her you were doing the LA Marathon.
Oh.
That's weird.
Maybe it's in kilometers in Canada, so she thinks it's longer. But it's the same.
It's the same.
Anyways.
It should be the same.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the definition. Like a marathon is 26.2 miles, right?
Right. Yeah, that's an actual Olympic event of that distance, 26.2 miles. And
You're totally right. I should have known that. I run marathons like all the time.
seriously. Anyways, common knowledge that you didn't
Did
pick
you
up in
skip?
life.
What were you talking about
Marathons.
before? Okay, keep going.
The
I'm
Toronto
ready.
Marathon. So, you were asking me about the Toronto Marathon. Yes.
Yeah.
I think when is it, Allie? When is the Toronto? May. Yeah.
I just met a couple gals from Toronto.
Because then I can rest in April, and then in May I could run the Toronto Marathon. So that's what I would like eventually. We're actually, what I'm really excited about is we're getting the shirt that I'm going to wear for the LA Marathon with my new Shea Carl logo on it. And I'm really excited to get that. And we're going to sell some of those because I want to
Yeah, it's
eventually
gonna
one
be
day have a
fun.
Shea Tards Marathon. Wouldn't that be cool if one day we could get enough of you guys to start running and we could have we'd have it here in LA, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we'd have it on March 5th, like the anniversary of the vlogs. We could have the Shea Tards Marathon.
That would be cool.
That would be like a dream come true. Big
I will
marathon
hold
Shea Tards.
the finish
Will you
line
run it? You have to
tape.
run.
I'll hold the finishing line tape.
No.
Somebody has to hold the finishing line tape, and it might as well be me.
Allie's going to hold the finish line tape. You have to run the
No,
marathon.
I will help. There has to be 2 finish line tapers.
Roth's hair's going to hold the finish line tape.
Okay.
Right, Roth? Is your hair booked on that day?
I don't know.
Your hair's not booked out on that day,
I
is it?
will make sure it's not booked on
Thank
that
you,
day.
Roth. Good.
I went running with Shay the other day on the beach,
You
and
did.
I kept up for maybe, a mile?
Yeah.
Less? Less than
It's
a
about
mile? It was less than a mile.
You could run faster than that.
Not a marathon. Are you kidding me?
You'll work up to it.
I don't want to work up to it.
Mommy Tar does not want to run a marathon.
I've never wanted to run a marathon.
Wouldn't it be cool to say that you could do that, though? Not so much.
As cool as it would be to say I bungee jumped, probably about the same. Nope.
Anyways, so I'm excited because this is like the last phase in me shifting,
Transformation.
transforming my body. I've lost. My goal is to be 170 pounds by this Sunday, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that because I'm at like 182 right now. So I don't think.
I think that's unhealthy to think about trying to drop.
Well,
weight.
no, what I'm going to do the next 7 days before the marathon is eating really clean and really healthy, a lot of water, a lot of greens, fruits and vegetables, and I'm going to start carb loading, with like some, anyways, I have like a a couple days before, like this whole week, I'm going to be eating for Sunday's race. You know what I mean? Like storing up on all the nutrients.
You're going to cut out meat? Or what are you gonna do? I
think so. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try to go mostly raw. I might do a few like grilled chicken breasts, but yeah, I would say 80% raw.
Okay.
You think that's good?
I don't know. I don't know what a marathon.
No, I have a whole training thing. And I'm gonna be drinking a ton of water. It's gonna be good. So because I can't run basically. Like I've worked. All the running has to be done. You worked as hard as
you should, and now you need to taper off.
So this last week, and I talked to this girl when I was in New York with Charles Barkley, the girl who helped him lose his weight. She ran a marathon. She worked with Weight Watchers, and she said that's the worst. The biggest mistake she made is that she didn't taper off the week before her run. She was still running hard because she started training like last minute, so she figured she still needed to get those big runs in before the race. But she said that was the worst thing ever because when the race came, her body was just dead. So you have to have already gotten the work in by this time. There's a week left. It's like it's too late now. Like you have to done the work. And now this last week is kind of like let your body rest, recuperate, and be 100% come race day. So this last 7 days, I'm only going to do 2 runs. I'll do like a 2-mile run and a 4-mile run, just really light, just to.
Those are my kind of runs.
Yeah. But then, 26.2 miles. And I'm so excited because how are we going to do this?
I don't know. I don't know
cheering me on?
Where the spectators can be, because I want to be there definitely for like the finish line, but I would like to see you intermittently throughout the race as well.
So I've gotten some tweets from people who said that they might be at the marathon cheering me on. That would be great. Don't feel like you have to come. But what I think we should do, because I don't want to drink Gatorade during the race, because it's usually your 2 options. You have water and Gatorade. I prefer coconut water because to me, coconut water is God's Gatorade. It's like more healthy for you. It has all the same stuff, it replenishes you better than Gatorade does, and it's natural. So I'm going to have these guys. I'm thinking we should have like Casey and Carly and you and the kids and, maybe Brett and Allie, and we'll have them spaced out throughout the race. And so if you guys want to come to the LA Marathon, we're probably going to have some signs. And watch on my Twitter. We'll probably show you. We'll probably make some signs where they'll be at because I'll be watching for those signs. And I'll let you know what mile markers. We'll probably do it. We'll say like, mile 3, mile 9, maybe every 3 miles. Because I'm going to come in and they'll have coconut water for me instead of Gatorade. And they'll just have it. Like Mommy Tart will have it. Right?
Yeah.
And that right? I think that's the good way, and that way I can like see you guys on the race, and we can have it like planned out.
We'll figure it out. We'll have to figure out what we're doing with the kids. And
so if you are in LA and you want to come cheer us on, and maybe like meet these guys while they're waiting to give me my coconut water during my 26.2 mile jaunt. Yeah, I'll be coming
just a quick jaunt.
And I'm trying to. My goal is to do it under 4 hours. That's my goal. So I don't.
What's average?
The average is like 4.5 hours. Like if you I have this As a Man Thinketh pulled up. We wanted to talk today about this new book that we're reading that we should start.
It's not a new book. It's been out for a very long time.
We are reading a new book together.
Yes.
Do you want to tell them about that? I'm going to check.
Oh yeah. It's called As a Man Thinketh, and it's a really short book, but it's been really enlightening so far, for me at least. I read the first quote in it. Let me see if I can remember. I think I can remember it. Nope, I don't remember it.
Mind is
the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And evermore he takes the tool of thought, and shaping what he wills brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is his looking glass.
Nice! I'm impressed. She did that from memory.
It's because I've been trying to memorize it.
From memory.
High
You
five.
saw that. That was on camera. There are no cue cards. I gave her a little hint.
You helped a little.
I gave her a little hint right here. I have it pulled up. But you memorized that.
Because when I read it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so
It's-
profound.
it
I need to
is.
know this and memorize it. So I did.
I'm impressed. Yeah, we started reading this new book because I want to start, and I've talked about this, but I would really like to start like a book club or like, like a group of people who, like, I want to start reading books and
I think what I like
bettering
about it is
ourselves.
it feels like, because you know how you get in those ruts in life where you're just living each day to live each day and get done what you need to get done. I don't like feeling like that. Like this morning, I felt that way. I think that's why I had a
when
meltdown.
she had the meltdown. She's like, does
I'm like,
anything I do really
"Miss,
matter? Is it making a
is it making a
difference?
difference?"
I'm like, shut up. and
I
get it.
sounded exactly like that. No, but really, I don't like that feeling. So when I read stuff like that and, cause my mind to, what's the word?
When
Have
we-
introspection or
Right. When you,
you know-
purposely try to better your life through
Yeah.
self-introspection and self-actualizing, that's what I think would be cool is to maybe turn these podcasts into like a group of people who are interested in self-actualizing or becoming better by reading books, not necessarily self-help books, but nonfiction books that talk about principles
we'll definitely
that can
add
better our
stuff
lives.
like that in. That won't be the whole podcast because we know
No.
how we like to get on
But
tangents and stuff.
but we as a couple are doing that, and
Yeah.
we thought it'd be cool if we could include you guys. But when we were in New York the other night, I had this book. I just started reading it. I said, hey, let's read this together. And so we had like a little study time together, just us two, and we read this book, and we had time to like discuss back and forth what we thought it meant, and it was really cool. I felt like it helped us in our relationship and
Yeah.
just personally. So let's read it again. So say it again. Mind.
Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And evermore he takes the tool of thought, and shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills.
He thinks in
He
secret.
thinks in secret,
and
and
it
I didn't know you wanted me to say
and
the
it
whole
comes
thing
to
again.
pass. Environment is but his looking glass. So really the whole gist of this is that your thoughts become your actions and your actions become your character or
So,
are who you
Pretty
are.
much who you are is what you think you are.
What you think
know?
about so just go through that process. What's in your mind kind of becomes what you do, and what you do is who you are. So just by changing the thoughts, you can change who you are and who you become.
So on like a day-to-day basis, what are you normally thinking about? And I was thinking about that one day, and I was like, I think that all I think about is I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to get that done, and just stress.
Right.
But like just being able to control your mind and get rid of the stuff that isn't important or the stuff that you don't like or don't want to become or don't want to think about, and putting good things in your mind, then you
Right. Positive, optimistic, all those
Yeah.
cliche things. And it really does. And it takes time to really grasp that concept. That's like, well, whatever. You just, okay, I want to be rich and okay, am I? It's like, it doesn't just happen like that. It's a process that you have to kind of grasp over time. But it really does work where you grasp a concept that's in your mind and you think about it. How can I make this a reality? Running a marathon, for instance. When I complete that marathon on Sunday, that is going to be such a life learning lesson for me. A principle where we need as humans to be able to learn how to do that, to take a concept and to see it all the way through, something that seems impossible and hard to do. And it all starts with a thought. It all starts with like, what if I could run a marathon? Wouldn't that be cool if I could run a marathon? And then going through all the little steps, because there's a lot of little steps between, being a 281-pound dude to running 26.2 miles. There's a lot of steps in between that. Losing 110 pounds is one of those steps, which requires a lot of little steps. And the first of all those steps is just the singular thought. Just to be able to allow that into your mind, like,
And it's
I'm going to run a marathon.
It's difficult because a lot of times we think, oh, I want to do this with my life. Like, I want to learn how to play the guitar. But then you allow those other thoughts to get in your mind, like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have time. I'm not good enough to do that. I can't learn notes. Like all those things that it's all in your mind. Like if you would switch that thought and be like, yes, I can. Why couldn't I? And put those thoughts into actions.
Anyway,
Then-
so that's what and like I said, this is something that we feel like we're learning as we talk about
It's like
it.
a
and as we
self
do it.
journey.
Right. So
you will.
that's something that we decided to do as a couple. We're like, let's have this time, maybe we won't do it every night, but maybe like 3-4 times a week where we can sit down as a couple and read different books and like talk about these ideas. And then, during daily life, we can be like, oh yeah, that's like what we read in the book and talked about last
just
night.
like it.
That's like how we can apply it in real life. So we just, when you do those things, you feel the urge to share, that with you guys. So if you want to be part of that, we'll delve into that more. Anyways, I was looking at this marathon and it says the average. Where does it go? Did I tell you the story about why it is 26.2 miles? Because that's the distance that guy ran from to Rome or wherever. Origin. The name
Does
right
it
now.
have like the map?
He's a Greek
of the
messenger.
course?
The legend states that he was sent from the battlefield of Marathon to Athens to announce that the Persians had been defeated in the Battle of Marathon, in which they had just fight. So basically, they just won this fight, and they said, "Okay, go tell those people that we won." And it was 26.2 miles to the city. So he got there, said, "We won," and then he fell and died.
Does that mean you're gonna die?
It could mean that. Exactly. That same thing. But then it says the average for like the U.S. The Olympic record is 2 hours and 6 minutes. That's like the best of all time. But average is like 4 hours and 45 minutes. So I want to do it in under 4 hours. I wonder how long it took that first dude to do it.
Yeah.
He probably did it in 4 hours. I don't know.
I don't know.
So I also am taking the advice of a lot of people who are like, just enjoy it. It's your first marathon. But the competitive
Don't stress
side
out.
comes in where I'm like, I want to do really, really good in it. But I'm excited to see
You will. You'll do good.
all the
Just
people peeing everywhere.
wait. What?
Yeah, apparently people just pee all over the streets because there's not enough porta potties. And think
I've
about
heard
all
that as
these
well.
runners. Everybody's trying to be hydrated, right? So everybody's, of course, drinking all this water. And your first 2 or 3 miles, you got to pee. And the guy that I was talking to who has run it before said there's just people peeing everywhere, like on the sides of buildings and stuff.
Well, I've heard that people do the other one too.
Yeah, they like...
Depending on like what your goals are, like if you're trying to meet a certain time, some people will not stop at anything
But wait,
to reach their goals.
but they... Yeah, I've heard that people just like in the bushes and...
Or no, just
In their pants?
yeah.
No.
I saw a picture once.
But that was like probably an accident. I don't think people
I don't know. I
commonly
hope not.
chart themselves just because they're not... It's like, I don't care. I'm just going to poop my pants. I got a marathon to
But
run.
how would it be
I'm
an
not getting
accident?
Well, maybe...
Your bowels just start not working anymore?
What are we talking about this?
We're talking about marathons, and you're gonna run one.
So-
Hope you don't have to go potty. Good luck.
That is actually... that is one of my big fears. That is... I have an elimination process that I have prepared for the morning of the race.
You have? I don't think you should tell the story.
Well, I just want to get up early enough so that I feel like I can take care of any necessary business before the race happens. What time does it
Let's
start?
hope.
That's the other thing is that I'm not excited about how early it is.
If not, though, you can just take the time you need and deduct that from your ending time.
Yeah, the watch time is really what's going to matter. Looks like
I love it.
what happened to this conversation?
Is it Allie or Patricia? I don't know anymore. Patricia.
Hey,
Patricia.
I just realized that I don't know what time the actual marathon starts
This is
because
a
we have to get
5-minute
up
wrap-up.
early. Are you doing? You're not supposed to say
I'm
that.
sorry.
6 days.
I'm not
I'm so nervous. Countdown 6 days. Dude, what if I like have a spaz attack? Because there's like 10,000 people in this thing.
Well,
Man,
don't have it, please.
Oh, man.
Oh,
And I'm thinking I want to shave my head before the race too.
you are?
I think I'm gonna shave my head.
What?
I think that will that'll make me a little bit more aerodynamic, and it'll be a nice little treat to my body because it'll be like less weight and it'll be more aerodynamic, and my body will be like, oh, whoa, this is a lot easier than
But
a
you
normal.
like the way your hair flows.
I don't know. I feel like I want to do something
It might
new.
cramp your style.
What? No, I think. What if I shaved it into a mohawk? What if I shaved it into like a faux hawk or something?
Shay.
Why are you stressing about me shaving my head?
Because you're cramping your style.
You want my haircut though.
I do?
Don't
Did I
you?
just say that?
You do too. Admit it. Do you?
I like that you like your hair the way it is.
Why do we talk about my freaking hair so much?
I don't know. Let's talk about my hair.
I'm going to cut it. I think I'm going to cut it for the race. Should I do it?
Do whatever you want, because obviously
right.
it doesn't matter what I say.
Well, listen, join us on the Shay Loss channel. I'm going to be making videos on there all about the marathon and
going to be
of the actual race. And
so much is happening.
If I don't die at the marathon,
You
then I
won't.
will see you at Playlist Live, March
Yes.
23rd through the 25th. Remember, you can go get tickets. Code SHAY to save $5 for our great president who used the power of pictures to become the president of this great land. And
Yes.
to abolish slavery. And then after Playlist Live, don't forget to watch our videos every single day.
Don't forget, because it's going to
And other than
continue
that,
and be awesome.
Have a great day, and we thank you from Maker Studios here in Los Angeles, California. Thanks,
When the kids
Rolf
go to
in the
school
booth,
or sleep
Alessandra and
wherever.
Tim Davis on the camera, and I thank my co-host Colette for being married to me for these. Are you gonna play outro music? Yeah, go ahead, play it. I'd like to thank this beautiful skin for being so smooth and soft.
I think he loves me. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna be married to this girl for another 10,000 years.
More than that.
Over 9,000. I didn't do any of this talking, Mike. Okay, cut.
Yes,